Okay, so this is a rig that I've done in 3ds Max 2013, and this is going to be a demo of that rig. This is a basic humanoid or a human character, you may say, and it's a biped. So I'll just be rotating and translating all the controls so that I can see how the rig is performing. Okay, so I have this one. This is a boy SRT, scale, rotate and translate. That means I can translate the character anywhere. I can also rotate it, and of course I can scale it. I can scale the character to any proportion I want, and it will not deform unexpectedly because the hierarchy is all set up. Okay, and you can go as small as you want, no problem in that. The only thing is that these are the helpers. They might, disturb you a little, but if you can get rid of them by putting them inside of a layer, there is no problem at all. Just hide them, and I think they are the basic transforms. Actually, this model was done in Maya and then it was imported to Max. Okay, so these are the basic transform nodes that has come with it, so you can just delete them. There is no problem in deleting them, otherwise they might just bug you a little. They are really not with the rig. You can see the rig will still scale and do everything properly. Okay, so that is the thing. You can also scale it up. Sorry. You can also scale this character up if you want, scale it up back, and it works. So let us start with this leg control. You can see this left leg control, and this will control the entire leg. Okay, and there are other controls for walking. This one is the ball roll. This is toe pivot, and you can go really crazy with this one. Or this is the toe pivot. Okay, and it's pretty much the same for both the legs. Not pretty much the same, it's the same for both of these legs. This is the knee control, and if you go up the body, this is the upper body control. Sorry, this one is the upper body control. Okay, and I have a hip control. This will control the hip of the character. Then you have spine, then you have chest. Okay, now let's go up to the hands. Now for the hands I have a FK and IK switch. Let's just check in which mode it is right now. This is right now in the FK mode. Okay, and for that reason we don't need to see these IK controls. You can just see this is the IK control. Actually I forgot to rename it, I'm sorry about that. So this is going to be left IK arm CRL control, and control C is going to be right IK arm control. Okay, so whenever this is in the IK mode, it should be 100. Okay, then it's going to work. Right now it's in IK mode, and you can switch it back to FK, or you can use the slider also. Okay, IK or FK, whichever you want. But in both cases what you want is you want to control it from here. Okay, I mean the visual controls, you can switch it on or off. You can see icon animation controls, you can switch them off because you don't need them now. Okay, because this is all in FK right now. Okay, so this is FK, So whenever we are using FK, we don't need to see the IK controls, and vice versa. Okay, so right now both of the hands, not both of them, this hand is in FK and this one is in IK, so I need to see the IK controls for this one. So this is IK, but you can see uh, if we use IK or FK, this one is still going to be the the wrist control, and the same is true for this one also. It doesn't matter in which mode you are. If you're in IK also, definitely it will snap back to its position, but if you're in IK also, this is going to be the wrist control. So I have not used an extra thing, I mean an extra control for this IK and FK switch. It's the same thing. The left hand control is going to give you the IK and FK switch. Okay, and of course if you want this one to be at its native place, you can, what you can do is you select it and you make it go to its original pose wherever it was. But it depends on the kind of transform values you have already left on this one. Okay, so whenever you are working in FK or IK mode, you make sure you switch on to that mode in a T pose. Okay, that would be better. Okay, otherwise there has to be, the poses has to be, you know, matched, so that you can get the exact location. So for this one right now, make it go back to 0. This one is not in use right now, but it has a transform value, so it will not go back wrong. It will not go back now. But anyways, this is pretty much it. Okay, now let us also see the head control. So look at we have this one. You can see the skinning is not complete yet. I'll complete the skinning part. It needs a lot of polish to complete the skinning, and these are for individual eyes. Okay, and for the shoulders. Okay, now for the fingers I have individual controls for each joints. Let's watch them. If you select it, and if you are in this mode, this is not going to work. You have to be in this one. This one is use pivot point center. Center one will work. Okay, it's true for all of them. So that's pretty much it about the rig. And for the brows I have this kind of control. Like for the brows, what you need to do is you can control them like this. But if you really want to be specific with the pro controls, you have to grab one of these and you can animate them. This is a group. You can see, you can close it or you can open it. Just grab one of them and then you can control the entire pro with this one. Okay, for the jaw I have control for this. Have to skin it properly. Yes. Now for the facial, we have three simple controls like this one. This is for the mouth shapes, and they're connected with all the morphs. This is for the smile control, and if you are in this mode, if you have to go to world and then you set it to 0, then this will one work, and if you set it to 1, this is going to be like this. This one goes from 0 to 1, and this is the sad mouth. Sometimes they go stuck, but they're not really stuck. You need to, you know, push a little harder. Now actually this one is connected with the morphs via an expression. Okay, so in Max sometimes things are slowed down because of expressions. Not in Max only, in Maya also. If we use too much expressions, the things slow up a little bit because the calculations are happening behind it. But for this type of character, for animation, I wanted to make it look like a Maya character because the client had that kind of, a request, or um, the thing was like that. Okay, now this one is for the blink. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. It's very easy rig, and what you have to do is that you have to, you know make sure you take a look at this one, and you can of course increase the number of layers here if you want individual layers for each, and for this arms icon FK control, so you can just make one of them for yourself. No problem in that. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.